Welcome to The Late Show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Stephen Colbert. And tonight we are exactly 1 week from the midterm elections, okay? Just 7 more shopping days until Votemas. That's right, we're saying Merry Votemas again, okay? Not that happy election day nonsense. You know what they say? Vote. They say more than that? Do they say more than that? They just say vote. That's the whole thing. That's the famous quote. I believe Lincoln said that. Vote. And on election night, The Late Show will be live right here at the Ed Sullivan Theater. All night? Live all night? All night?
We're gonna be here.
We'll be live. You'll be live?
I'm gonna be here.
You'll be live. I'll be live. Of course, the entire show will be on a 10-second delay in case someone says something obscene like Ted Cruz won. And this year, the campaigns have been dominated by fear and just really terrible, heartbreaking events. That's why, for Halloween, instead of decorating my house with witches and goblins, I just hung up newspapers. The New York Times and the Washington Ghost. Now, our fear-monger-in-chief, the great pumpkin, if you will. It's Halloween. There you go. There you go. It's Halloween, spooky time of year, and he knows how to stoke the fear. He knows how to appeal to the Latino-phobic, his Hispanicers, if you will. So this morning, Trump revealed that he was planning an executive order to end birthright citizenship, okay? Now, birthright citizenship, for those of you who don't know, it's a complicated constitutional concept. It says that if you're born here, you're an American. I guess it's not as complicated as I thought. That's the entire thing. You're born here, you're an American.
Right.
Anyway, it's in the 14th Amendment, and it's been reaffirmed multiple times by the Supreme Court over the last 150 years. But Trump says that his executive order has more legal authority than the 14th Amendment. What do you call a man, a leader of a country, who thinks that what he dictates is more important than the Constitution? He's a dick. He's what's that word? Hold on, I'll think of it. He's a dick. He's a dick. This, how to get on that. And the news is so sad, I gotta dance. This morning, Trump claimed that authority, along with a lot of other things.
You can definitely do it with an act of Congress, but now they're saying I can do it just with an executive order. Now, how ridiculous. We're the only country in the world where a person comes in, has a baby, and the baby is essentially a citizen of the United States for 85 years with all of those benefits.
Wrong, and what? Congress can't change it. No one is saying you can do it with an executive order. 33 other countries have birthright citizenship, and I'm going to say 85 years is pretty optimistic. You know who the president is right now, right? And last night, Donald Trump sat down with Fox News host and first draft of Megyn Kelly, Laura Ingraham. Trump has been stoking fears of the migrant caravan for weeks, and last night, he brought some interesting adjectives to the table.
When you look at that caravan and you look largely, very, big percentage of men, young, strong.
These men are young, strong. I'm talking a virile herd of hot, young, spicy beefcakes sweating their way toward our sensitive southern ports of entry. These oiled up Latino meat slabs are coming here. They're coming here to steal our Magic Mike jobs. I'm on to you. Magic Miguel, okay? We're talking washboard abs, con carne, and asses so firm you can bounce a peso off of it and get back 2.50 centavos, okay? Hot, ripped bodies fresh off the meat racks of Cancun. And here's the most cunning part. These healthy young men, these strong young men, are also incredibly sick.
They're coming in with diseases such as smallpox and leprosy and TB that are going to infect our people.
Steve Bannon's homeless younger brother has a point. These immigrants they're so dangerous. They're so dangerous. They're so dangerous they could give us diseases that don't even exist anymore. Like smallpox, which was eradicated in 1980. These immigrants could be carrying Scrivener's grout, the King's dropsy, Cooper's droop, and donkey foot rinderplast. That's not what it means. I think I made that up. I don't think I read that right. But anyway, to combat one of the things he wants you to be afraid of, Trump has announced a plan to deploy 5,200 troops to the southern border. The Pentagon has a powerful name for this mission, Operation Faithful Patriot, which beat out their second choice, Operation Loyal Eagle Freedom Boner. Thank you. Thank you. They had to blur out the bottom of the eagle. They had to blur out the eagle. That was the problem. Thank you. Thank you for your service, Freedom Boner. President Trump was in Pittsburgh today paying his respects, as is reasonable for a president to do, but some people were not happy. In fact, a petition from the leaders of a Pittsburgh-based Jewish group who said the president wasn't welcome in the city was signed by over 76,000 people. But Trump is not known for caring about the popular vote. Now, one reason these folks are upset is that some people say the violence we've seen this week is inspired in some way by his white nationalist rhetoric. But that's unfair, according to former Trump ambassador to the UN and person who quit too late to escape history's judgment, Nikki Haley. Yesterday, Haley tweeted, "I have struggled with what happened in Pittsburgh because it's so similar to what happened in Charleston. The country was very racially divided at the time. We didn't once blame President Obama." It's true. Trump may have inspired deranged people by tweeting xenophobic conspiracy theories. But to be fair, Obama carelessly inflamed racial tensions when he tweeted, "Reminder, I'm black."